What has Julio got to win this fight with is a question that arises in my mind. Khaliq has landed with 15 more punches so far and thrown a few more as well.
Yeah, just starting to get the snap and the timing in his work, Khaliq, and this is much better for him to get himself back in the fight. Needed to, because it was running away from him, but a little more authority in that right hand, wasn't there?
There's something that would worry me if I was part of Khaliq's team is, okay, he gets some publicity in Nottingham, but beyond that, people haven't heard of him.
No, that's exactly right. You've got to get him known in this country. You know, he's a good talent. He needs to be known, publicised.
And let's go into the Khaliq corner, trying to Jason Shinfield in there with Craig Slater.
Well, Jason, you've been calling on Jawaid to dictate the pace of this fight a bit more, and the side's already starting to listen to you.
Yeah, I think for the last couple of rounds he's been picking the pace up and throwing combinations. We just want to see him throw fast hands rather than looking for the big shot, because you ain't going to take this guy out. It's too tough.
Any signs that Julio's starting to pick him?
Well, he still keeps moving, he's still plodding forward, and he's taking everything Jav's throwing, so it's waste time looking for the big shots. Just look, pick the points up now. If a knockout comes, it comes, and it's a bonus.
Thanks, Jason.
Seems a sensible approach from the Khaliq corner. They don't think their man can stop Ener Julio. No one else has in his whole career so far of 31 contests. This is the 32nd. Watch the low blows, says Marcus McDonald, the referee. Is the Colombian fading in this fight, Glenn?
Well, he's starting to slow down. Or Khaliq's at least started to pick it up, because he's been pretty slow all the way through, Julio. But Khaliq's getting more and more success as the fight goes on.
Loose, a right hand over the top from Khaliq, who got off the floor twice to stop Jan Bergman in the 7th round in South Africa a couple of fights ago. Bergman, who was world class.
Still getting through with the uppercut, Khaliq. That's turning out to be a good punch.
And he looks a lot more relaxed as well. Now his punch economy better, his snap a little better. What can Julio come back with? That's speedy, isn't he? As well, you thought, being a light welterweight previously, that speed might be one of the things in Julio's favour tonight, but no, never has been, has it?
No, I think he certainly slipped back from 2001, a few years ago when he was at his top. But he's looked pretty slow throughout this, just the same sort of style. He's definitely slipped back a little bit.
I'd say slipped back a lot. He's quite plodding, in fact, isn't he, now?
He is, but in the 2nd and 3rd round, he was effective with those shots.
Khaliq looking stronger as he bustles the former world light welterweight champion back against the ropes and cracks in a left hook as well.
It was a nice right uppercut, left hook, and he's starting to work over Julio a little bit on the ropes.
He's bustling him up and busting him, and Khaliq's really in charge of this now. It's all changed really in the last 3 rounds. He's got a stranglehold on this at the moment, I'd say.
Yes, he's the boss in there, and that's what he needs to be with an opponent like Julio.
Well, they're saying in that corner, I think I heard them say he's ready to go. Agree?
Well, I think he's certainly weakening, and it looks like, Khaliq has made a big breakthrough. His punches are now starting to look as if they've got snap and force in them, and I think that's taking something out of Julio. But he's got to keep this up and even move up the gears some more.
Throwing more combinations as well now, Khaliq, as he loosens up and appears to have worked out what Julio's doing a little bit more too. This is the 8th round. He just might make a little bit bit of a wave around the division worldwide. If Khaliq does stop Julio, even a slightly faded version of him.
Yes, I think he does need to stop Julio to make those waves. I think points is fair, but it's not going to set the place alight.
That's been the problem really for Khaliq. While he's had his successes, he turned it up heads really to become a marked fighter. A fighter that people talk about in the pubs and clubs. He's respected, but he's late in his career now, and he needs to be tried at higher levels. Even if he fails, there'll be paydays in it. Thrown fast and actually too. And that point must be starting to sicken this Colombian by now.
Khaliq much better, more forceful when he goes forward, and much more success when he pushes Julio back.
Even in his heyday, he was known to have a bit of a loose defence, Julio. Pummeling away to the body, Khaliq on the inside. He's still got lots of pride and peak to Julio. Comes from the country that produced Fidel Castro, I mentioned earlier, and fighters like Rene Pacheco, the flyweight, Antonio Cervantes, great fighter at light welter back in the 70s, Miguel Laura in the 80s, and Rodrigo Valdez, who succeeded Carlos Monzon as world middleweight champion.
Well, there was a solid right hand went in from Khaliq. That shuttered the legs of Julio.
Good right cross this time from Khaliq, who's beginning to unveil more of his repertoire now. He picked the right well. He does look tough, Khaliq. He looks so strong. Whatever his other deficiencies, he looks as strong as an ox. He's got great heart, bottle, and attitude business, I think.
That's one of his real plus points, isn't it? You know, he is strong and, you know, very determined. There's that right uppercut. He's thrown that punch time and time again. It's worked well. Just needs to throw something behind it and look for more combinations. Definitely in charge and looks good when he pushes on the back foot. So that's when he's at his best, Khaliq.
And the question for his promoter Tommy Gilmore is, if he does come through this, looking good at the moment, can they put out a plum fight for him?
Well, that's what he wants.
Ninth round. Khaliq has now reeled off a whole series of rounds in his favour. You could argue about some of the earlier ones. Two American judges and John Coyle from Wolverhampton doing the judging. Here's a question, Glenn. Is Jawaid Khaliq good enough to challenge somebody like Antonio Margarito for the WBO title?
That he is good. That's what they should be looking to find, stick him into a position for that. It would always be a hard fight, and he'd be the underdog. But you know, he needs something like that. He needs a challenge at another level.
Well, he's passing this test tonight against an opponent who arrived with a bit of a name in the business. Khaliq is beating here. Still has to do the job, doesn't he?
Yep. The one in front of him. It looks like he's doing this. Though Julio's the sort of player that trying to go away and give the opportunity.
Now, we were critical of Khaliq. I think he's doing it well. Just particularly at this weight for this fella, and at this stage, another well-picked right hand by the theatre.
Well, this is where he's got to go to work. He's got the ropes now. He wants some body.
Shots, body, uppercut again from Khaliq. Another good right hand. I wonder if Nottingham knows what they've got here. Could do with a good bit of sporting news at the moment with Forest and Notts County struggling a bit, and Julio goes down under that attack. Just the relentlessness of it. Body punch. Julio says, I'm all right. Might be starting to believe he could be the first man to stop this Colombian. Now can he? Ninth round, and he's powered up.
And it's body shots that are taking their toll. Khaliq knows that. He's keep going for the body, trying to find a way through those elbows.
He's breaking the resistance of even this renowned tough man. It's good stuff from Khaliq. And, well, Julio's pride led him to want to continue the battle after the end of the round, and I thought 3 minutes of that was enough for him.
Well, he doesn't want any more of what he got off Khaliq in that round. It was a very good round from Khaliq. He's starting to dismantle.
This was the 200th round, by the way, of Julio's career. Not his greatest.
No, it wasn't. He's starting to feel the pace. He's starting to take him apart, Khaliq. Good body shot right there through the middle, the pit of the stomach. Then again, that second one to the solar plexus that did the damage. Good right hand over the top, picking his punches well. Looking for the opens. There it is, right through the middle. And once again, pit of the stomach.
See, I know Khaliq's got his detractors and he hasn't become a boxing star, but I think it'd